Hello again. We're still doing booze. So I am making the second cocktail we talked about. For this one, I am going to make, well, I guess there were three we talked about. I'm going to make a last word for this one. This one's one of my absolute favorites. It's super, super easy to remember. The hardest thing about it is trying to get your hands on chartreuse. Chartreuse is a weird, weird alcohol. It is made by these like monks, and only two people ever know the recipe. It's been exactly the same for like hundreds of years. The word chartreuse itself is based on this color, which you can kind of see. I'll hold it up against, like, I don't know myself. I'm light-ish. That green color, that's not the bottle, that's the booze. So, you do equal parts of each. That means normally you do 1 ounce of each, but I'm going to be a shithead, just do an ounce but half and, like, you know, live my best life. Because it's quarantine time, baby. We all trying to die. You use, in addition to your chartreuse, let's see, we need some kind of cherry liqueur, which in this case I'm going to use Luxardo, which is very traditional for this recipe as well. I don't know why, it's good. It's very sweet. It's very yummy. Equal amount, so 1.5 of Luxardo. You're going to put gin in it. I am using Boodle's gin for this. If I can find it. Where do we put our Boodles? Aha! I'm using Boodle's for this. It's a really good, just like mid-range, neutral kind of flavor, you know, type gin. Really works well if you're doing mixed drinks. If you want a really good gin, just like on the rocks, there's this company called Gunpowder that makes a really, really interesting one. And the reason they call it gunpowder is because I guess one of the, like, a million herbs they put into it is called, like, gunpowder. And it's just sort of spicy and weird, and it's very fun. And that's definitely one you want to sip. Like, if you tried to mix it, it would fuck up your proportions and stuff and just get kind of weird. So, good sipping. And I'm making conversation while I'm opening this bottle. I'm so graceful. Kill time elegantly. So, third component. Same thing. Ooh. Let's see. What did I already put in here, John? I put the chartreuse in. Put the gin in.
Yeah.
Is that it? I already put the Luxardo in too, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
last is lime juice.
Last is lime juice, which again, equal part. This is a 1-to-1-to-1 recipe, which is part of what makes it so fucking delightful. And toss that in there. You always add your ice last because you don't want everything to start melting immediately. So I'm walking over to my fridge and putting ice in the mixer. Waiting for ice to come out of the bowl there. It's just not. That's fun. There we go.
Did you tell the fridge you're making content?
Fridge, did you know we're making content today? Wonderful. Alright, so we slam the lid on that mixer and we take it. You want to take it for like 30 seconds or until it turns frosty, whichever. Always keep your hand on the lid of your shaker because you don't want to end up wearing your drink. You shake it and cool. I usually just shake it until it gets, like, cold enough that it kind of hurts to hold. Traditionally, this isn't served in a martini glass, but it's what I fucking got, so. You want to do it in something with a stem so that it doesn't heat up too quickly. And then you have a beautiful, perfect, extraordinarily alcoholic drink. The last thing I forgot to mention, chartreuse is extremely alcoholic in spite of being very sweet and delicious. And I love you.